All right, good morning. Wow. It's funny, it's never actually quite morning when I say good morning, but Rich Pianos really did a number on my psyche as a teenager. Good morning, goddammit. Good night. Good evening. Good evening, goddammit. Shoulders and, shoulders? I'm just fucking doing shoulders, eh? Oh yeah, no, I used to do shoulders and biceps, but now I'm doing biceps on back day because I have tendinosis in the bicep. I don't want to be training twice a week. I can barely fucking train it as it is. So, anywho, shoulder day. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm in my undies. I mean, not my undies. You wish. I'm in my jammies. Not because I'm trying to be some fucking pansy loser influencer. You know those like sad boys that post themselves in their jammies, but they're in the commercial gym and they're wearing like Jesus Christ earrings and rings around their fingers and they're on trenbolone, but they're like fucking, I don't fucking know. Anyway, I hate those motherfuckers so much. I rant about them too much, but I'm not doing it because I'm them. I'm doing it because I'm an old man and I'm in my own home gym because I actually own things, and I'm doing it because I'm lazy and old. Anyway, let's get a warm up set going. I'm still doing these laying shoulder presses just because it's so much easier to stabilize this way. Because if I do it on the seating dumbbell press, which I really enjoy, it's fucking tough because like, just abandoned my warm-up set to show you guys. When you're like trying to like stabilize the weight while you're upright, it's like fucking like falling you this way. So like, even though I'm not that strong now, I was doing 40 kilo dumbbell presses now. I was probably doing like fucking 32 now, but 32 in one hand is really fucking hard. It feels like you're falling over and the stimulus is no longer as good because you're like focusing on stabilizing the core. It becomes like some faggy functional shit. So this I much prefer because I don't have to stabilize, but it's also good because you're resisting two ways. You're doing like a front delt raise while simultaneously pressing above. So front delt just gets absolutely lit up. Oh, I did it the wrong way. Now, I get why those sad boys wear jammies to the gym. This shit's so much more comfortable. I like wearing jammies in general, just because I got like saggy old grapefruits going on, so it's just more comfy, not freeballing. Fuck, that is tough. I'm gonna do 2 sets to failure. I'm really want to experiment with 2 sets to failure. I really want to push and see how much, how many sets to failure I can get away with before I stop progressively overloading or overtraining. So I'm just experimenting with it for a bit. No dogma here. I'm not going to just do the 1 set to failure Mike Mensa, Dorian Yates thing if I could do something better. Everything will be to failure forever, no matter what. Even if reps in reserve is proved different, I still wouldn't do reps in reserve because it's gay and it's boring. But anyway, 2 sets to failure, just resting, doing a lot of rest in between sets too, because I want to get as much stimulus out of the set without having any fatigue. I fucking, what was talking about those sad boys, like those e-boy, like the people that wear gym, like, those, I fucking hate these people. I rant on them about too much, but the like broccoli hair for real on God bussin' TikTok creatures, like there's different types of them too. You've got e-boys who are a bit more edgy and dark and they wear those like Jesus Christ earrings and maybe they have like a knife collection because they're into knife play and they're into grooming 14-year-old girls or whatever. And then you have like I don't know, you got like soft boys, which are like the ones that are a bit more feminine and in their emotions. I guess they're all in their emotions, that's kind of the point, but they're a bit more softer. But then you have like an offshoot now where it's like, you kind of get that sad e-boy, but you tell him that Tremblone exists and that Shizzy and Sam Sulek and Trend Twins exist, and they're like, that's my new personality. And maybe they throw like a 1990s anime into the mix, and they're kind of like, you know, really into Guts from Berserk, which I'm into Guts from Berserk. And I mean, I guess at the end of the day, 10 years ago, if I was born 10 years earlier, maybe I would be some fucking Tremblone sad boy making funk edits on Instagram Reels, but there is something off about it. It's not like in the back in the day where older generations would always look at the new generations and go, there's something wrong with these buggers, they're too old, they're these hippies or these grunge or these metal blokes, there's just something off about them, not as good as the old days. But I think this is different. I think a confirmation bias, but I think there is genuinely fucking something wrong with these motherfuckers with the broccoli haircuts and the fucking Jesus Christ earrings and the fucking, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I'm just ranting. Something off about it though. There's some like, alright, get off, we're doing on a set. Get off. Maybe I should get in trend and just become like an internet sad boy, but it would be really funny and cringe because I'm old. Like I'd do it, but I'd be 27. That'd be so funny. And like, I have like a thick neck and like a beard. I think with injured arm, it'd be easier with a dumbbell. So I'm gonna try a dumbbell. There's a lot going on online. I think part of the key is to not look at it though. Like if you fucking go on Instagram, you look at some like 17-year-old who's crushing their fucking liver into dust, that has like a funk edit and is wearing like some gay face mask while he's doing overhead presses with the shittiest form you could ever see. Or, I don't know, you like go deeper down the degeneracy rabbit hole and you see like the new thing called gooning. And it's like people who are like severely addicted to porn and their whole existence revolves around just fucking jerking off all day and just, I don't know, just becoming more and more like fucked in the head and giving more spiritual energy to Molech or fucking, is it Molech? I think Molech was the demon that, no, there's two. Baal and Molech were both biblical demons, but Baal was more documented in the Bible, but they both were these entities that were like, they'd sacrifice children to them back in like, 2,000-3,000 years before Christ. Babylon and Sodom and Gomorrah like were these places where God destroyed them. It was because they had this peak degeneracy where it just got worse and worse and worse, and eventually it was like, all right, just wipe these fuckers out. And I don't know, like this gooning stuff's like, it seems like that also seems like a psyop. The whole fucking thing seems like a psyop. I sound like a fucking schizophrenic now, but I wonder how many of these keywords I can say before my YouTube video gets fucking cancelled. Like saying Gooner, Molech, Baal, and what else did I say? I don't know. Anyway, fucking it is. But it's like also there to crush your spirit, because I can't imagine there's that many people out there gooning, or I can't imagine that there's that many fucking 17-year-olds with broccoli hair taking Tremblone. I think it's probably actually a pretty small percentage of the population. Most people are pretty fucking normal. So, ooh, what was that? Fucking paranoid as shit with that bicep. Damn, that shoulder is weak. Oh, this fucking tricep is weak. The whole fucking thing's weak. Fuck. I actually am convinced nowadays that I genuinely, like, I don't even think I would be considered Christian, but I think that all this shit is to, like, feel something. Some fucking higher energy that is evil. Like, you just, like, it's like you guys, I don't know if anyone's watched or read or consumed Warhammer 40k, but in Warhammer 40k, 40,000 years in the future, there's been so, like, we've fueled these chaos gods, and each god represents different things. So you have Khorne, which is this god of anger, and like war and blood. Like, the more humans, because there's a bunch of different races in Warhammer 40k, but humans are who, sort of fuel the gods with their emotions, and they get more powerful the more these people, humans, enact on these, basically what would otherwise be biblical sins, etc. So you have Khorne, who's anger, and then you have Slanesh, which is like lust. So the more people give into, fucking overeating or overindulgence or, horrible, lustful things, like, well, there's also the space elves motherfuckers, can't remember their name. Anyway, then you got that god, then you got I guess actually Nurgle is the god of decay and death. So I guess you have no say in that one. You eventually everyone fucking dies, and it's not exactly a sin. And you have Tzeentch, was the god of like deception and shit. But I read that and I go, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I feel like that's happening in our reality. Maybe not so fantasy-like, but in some way, people gooning or people so self-absorbed that they're whole fucking, that they can't see that them being a internet sad boy on trend is a bit weird. That's all fueling something. Shoulder day is pretty fucking easy, actually. I don't even do my rear delts. I do my rear delts on back day. So yeah, just fucking front and side delts, I guess. Maybe I'll start doing traps on shoulder day. Because this is there's like nothing to my shoulder day. Maybe I should start, I've just had a sort of a premonition. I'm gonna start doing something soon. I'm gonna start adding more accessories on shoulder day so I don't have to have an accessory day. Whoa. All right, 2 sets, just rest. No, come on, fucking cut it out. Cut it out. Off you go. Consider that if you have vices, and honestly, like, even if you're not into the whole Christianity thing, which, I'm still not sure I am personally either, consider that all your like vices are like some sort of primordial sin that's fueling something, so that you detach yourself from said sin. So if you're a big glutton like I am, think about when you're about to have that cheeseburger, what are you fueling? Like don't think about it as you being this like weak person who can't not eat. Think about it as some separate entity in some shape or form is like fucking trying to take your essence and make you do that thing. Maybe it's heroin, I don't fucking know. It's some addiction. Maybe you just can't stop jacking off to fucking Thai ladyboys, or I don't fucking know, whatever it is that you don't like doing that is probably some sort of sin, consider it some sort of like, lack of a better word, demonic influence that you are being influenced by, and it will set you out of it. You will no longer hold total responsibility for it, which might sound like a cop-out, but I do think that is partially what's happening in some way or form. So this is what AA does too. They like they don't put the blame on themselves as much. They start blaming sort of like a separate entity, and they give themselves like sort of a god of sorts, because it's not a religious organization, but it sounds sort of religious in essence. And AA has incredible fucking success rates compared to people just trying to quit alcohol based off their willpower. So separate it. Even if you're deluding yourself, it is better to delude yourself about something that you should stop fucking doing than it is to not delude yourself at all and then never quit said addiction, whether it be, I don't know, fucking heroin or Thai lady boys. So that's what I've been doing lately, is trying to separate myself from the sin of whatever it is, and then just, in my case, basically just gluttony, because I don't really have any other vices anymore. Get off! Whoa! Give it a try. Do it for a week and see what happens. Fuck. I still have my right shoulder. Gotta do my left side deltoid. I train my left side every day anyway. I train my left bicep, forearm. Well, no, yeah, train the whole fucking left side every day anyway, with higher reps. But I'll just do a set to failure or close to that of with my side lateral as well. That's too fucking light. I'll just do this as my daily one set of left side delt, because I do this anyway. Oh, it just so happens to be on my shoulder day. Okay, cool. Alright, gonna add traps to the end of the day now, since my shoulder day is fucking short as shit. Normally I do biceps, yeah, at the end of shoulders, which would make it a bit longer. But since it's literally fucking like 4 sets, well, 8 because I'm doing unilateral, then I thought, fuck it, I'll add traps to the end. And that way I can maybe do calves and neck on my arm wrestling day rather than having 5 days a week. I'll do 4 days a week, 1 day off, and then repeat it. That way I can train every 5 days versus every 7 days, because the 7-day high intensity training model is based off Mike Mentzer and Dorian Yates, who are exceptionally strong steroid users with great genetics who had elevated protein synthesis from fucking D-bol, tren, and all kinds of fucking anabolics. So my protein synthesis isn't that elevated, obviously, because I'm natural. So when I train, I don't get elevated for as long, and thus I can probably train a bit more frequently if I can recover from it, or I can benefit a lot more from training a little bit more frequently. And so I'm testing how much frequency and volume I can do at the same time. I'm trying to do a few sets of failure, see if I can still recover. I'm still progressively overloading from the frequency and volume boost, then it would infer that I get more gains from it. And, protein synthesis is like, you got to be careful with it, because, on one side of the argument, you could say, oh man, you can get protein synthesis lasts like 3 weeks, bro. What are you talking about? It's like every study that shows that, it's people doing fucking like 50 fucking sets or like a shit ton of sets. Yes, when you break down the muscle tissues enough, your protein synthesis is going to last forever. But that's the point. You broke down the muscle tissues. You're just doing repair process now. You're not actually building muscle from mechanical tension. You're just increasing protein synthesis for the sake of repairs, which means you can't train as frequently and train as much volume anyway. So it's like, I think there's a fine line. I don't think it's as quick as 48 hours, and I don't think it's as fucking long as 3 weeks. It depends on how much volume and intensity you're doing anyway. So it's just like something that you have to try for yourself. You can't just go off studies. It's like how much volume to failure, in this case, because I don't do reps in reserve because it's fucking gay and boring, and how much frequency you can get away with based off your own individual fucking situation. And you just see if you're still progressively overloading. That's it. Anyway, fucking shut up. Let's go. Fuck. Well, yeah, my philosophy with training is intensity should come first because there's no guesswork. Reps in reserve, yeah, it can work. But then it's like, how much volume do you do to make up for that and frequency to make up for that? And then it's like, okay, but if you do to failure, you can't train as frequently. And thus, you know, if a rep in reserve is just as good as failure, but rep in reserve allows you to train more frequently, that's still cool and well, but training with a rep in reserve is boring. And two, it's a hard one to ascertain. Go train what you think is a rep in reserve, like literally go do it. Be like, is this a rep in reserve? Like, or just say, okay, go do a bicep curl with a certain amount of weight that you don't know how many reps you'd normally get with it. And then go do that set and get to the point where you think you won't be able to get another rep and just guess it. Just go, okay, there's no way I'm getting another rep after this one. Then try it anyway and really try. And man, you're probably gonna get an extra 2 or 3 or 4. And this is coming from someone who does high intensity training. The other day I tried doing a bicep curl with a rep in reserve or guesstimating it just as a thought experiment. And then I kept going. I was like, fuck dude, I just got 5 extra reps beyond reps in reserve. Like you would have been doing fucking shit ton of reps in reserve and thought you were doing 1 rep in reserve and had not come close to the stimulatory threshold required for adaptation. So consider that you're fucking not actually doing 1 or 2 reps in reserve. You're doing significant. And it can be obvious on some lifts when you are rep in reserve. Like if you do overhead press with dumbbells, it's fucking mad obvious. You're gonna go like this. You're gonna go. That means there's no way you're getting another fucking rep. Maybe you will, but there's a good chance you're at least 1 or 2 reps in reserve. Whereas a bicep curl or other movements where the resistance curve is different and just the general range of motion, etc., is different, can be very fucking hard to tell. And it's just fucking boring, man. I just like getting intense. Simplify it. Absolutely make sure you hit that threshold requirement for growth and you're golden. Beyond that, you're just calculating frequency and volume that you can get away with while simultaneously progressively overloading. Fuck. All right, that's it today. Peace out. Bye.